Look at that, we're ticking over to 1900, and oh my god, there's so many more things. We've got an A35, we've got a 6-wheel, we can go 100 kilometers an hour, we've got a new ship, we've got a new gondola, flat cars with side six, box cars, tank cars, all the things. Holy moly, that's a lot of new stuff. Getting really excited for that, not gonna lie. Alright guys, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 in the free mode with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to this by now pretty massive railway network, isn't it? I really think we have expanded on this pretty massively in the last few episodes, with this huge arc going all across here, and then like 3 train tracks in total running all the way over here. I think this is now starting to look more and more like a network and less like, you know, a random train track in the middle of nowhere, and that's about it. So I am pretty happy with that, but as you guys know, there is still a lot of work ahead of us to actually take care of, and well, with passenger transport well underway and the train actually still not carrying a single passenger, well, there's definitely still a lot of things to take care of. Now, with that said, did I not connect this up in the last episode? I'm actually so confused right now. Have I not connected that up? I'm so confused. Guys, what happened? What's going on? I really don't know. I hope that I've not lost the save file or something, because from what I remember, I thought I had that done, but everything else still seems to be here. The huge train station over here, the big train station over there. We've got all our network going. I don't know. It feels like everything is still here, so maybe I actually did not end up connecting that up properly after all, which is really weird. I'm not sure why I would not do that, but with that said, I think let's get this to pause. We've got a lot of money. Let's get this to pause and let's you know, fix this stuff up a bit. So as you guys may remember, I wanted to get a straight street down right here. So I will just remove this, and I will remove this, even though it does very much destroy part of the city. I'm sure that can all, you know, eventually fix itself, but I do want to have a proper you know, setup right here as we had with the other train station. So I'm going to go for something similar here then, with a big street that is going to be electric for electric cable cars, and I maybe actually want to start that somewhere else here to, you know, ensure that it's as straight as possible, which this does look kind of good, doesn't it? Do you guys think that's fine? I'm hopeful that's acceptable. Let's double check here. I think that is something we can work with, isn't it? So I will then just be expanding this out straight, actually all the way, I think, really, just like that. And then we can have this. Well, I mean, I would actually like to have a somewhat proper connection there going, more like that. I think something like that is pretty alright. Okay, and then we will eventually upgrade this street down here to like, you know, get that going as soon as possible, because as you guys can see all the way over here in Darley-Dale, most of the streets are still small, so I would rather spend money on that too early than too late. With that said, what is this? Is there something? Oh, I think that's still deconstruction progress from like the old train station or something. One way or another though, I want to connect this one up here as well now. Is that straight? Let's check it out. It's getting a bit laggy, the game, isn't it? I have to say, I feel the more stuff we add to it, it slowly starts getting a bit laggy, but this now seems to be straight, so that's great. And I want to now have a proper big station like we did in the other place as well, like in front of the train station, that we actually ferry all the passengers to. So plan being, I would be making that right around here, I think. Maybe like here-ish actually, and actually get rid of one of these houses on top. I think let's do that. So is that straight? I really hope it is. Let's double check. Yes, and I totally messed that up with like size and everything, so We can just do that with a modular config, I suppose. I am just going to... Oh, that's actually pretty annoying. No, let's redo that. I think redoing that will be quicker for us than just actually doing all the upgrades manually. So what I want is I would like 2 platforms left and right like that, maybe. Length should be at 20 meters at the very least, and if we get it to 20, we're already going to remove that. So let's just get it to 30 in that case. Honestly, that doesn't make much more of a difference then. I think the amount of platforms, I mean, we could do 3, right? It would make it pretty darn massive, I'll have to say. But maybe that's actually kind of cool. I mean, I kind of like it, not gonna lie. We could actually align that to, you know, be matching up with that hole somewhat good. Like that. Like that. I mean, it's totally overbuilding it right now, obviously, as you guys can probably see. You know, I like to do that kind of stuff. But we are looking to really grow Darlydale in the future, so I think it does make sense to make preparations like these sort of early. And then when the city grows, you know, we'll just have everything in place already for stuff that we need. And same thing probably then soon for the roads and everything else as well. Now, with that said, I will actually need to upgrade this road, because as you guys can see, this doesn't even have like the proper tram tracks or anything yet. So let's do that. Let's go to the road tool. Let's go to this little wand and let's go electric. And should we upgrade it to the big street already? I think we should, honestly, because there's not much built over here just yet. A lot of building removal if we were going to do it over here. It's a lot of cost too, to be honest. But one way or another, I mean, this is something I think we should do. We should also do it in the city here, but it's just very expensive. I'm not sure I want to spend all the... let's do it. Let's spend the money. Let's do it now. We're totally getting the city back into like Stone Age for like expansion and size and everything. So I do hope that it will, you know, recover from that properly actually. But with that said, yeah. So I'm going to finish that off. I don't have the money for that just yet, but I'm confident that will flow in soon as well. And then we'll have these main streets at like a very good size for us. Maybe we can get these to like medium size eventually. Maybe we can just keep them at that size, honestly. So let's see about that. But, you know, I've at least got a strong city core that way, and I think that's kind of important. I was considering to actually attach that road right there, but I think we'll just leave it that way for the time being, honestly. And now let's actually go back to the Darlydale tram. What? That's not the Darlydale tram, is it? That's just a different one. Okay, so going back to the Darlydale tram, and let's add oh no, wait, it actually already implemented that. That's actually pretty cool. So just already accepted that, and this is the replacement for the old station I had right there, which I do like. Then does the... yeah, so the order of stops makes sense as well. And yeah, cool. With that said, let's get Time Bank up and running, and hopefully with that public transport now attached, we will finally get passengers. Let's just double check everything is attached over here, but it should be. Look at how much bigger Colburn now appears to be with all the buildings moved. Yeah, I mean, that's very obviously attached. So fingers crossed that is going to be working out for us now, and that finally we are going to get some passengers on these trains as well. We're not just gonna have them drive back and forth empty. I think that would be great if we could, you know, make sure that's the case in the future. We do have these little underground passages, so people can actually move over there. So that should be good too. Now it is hopefully just going to be a matter of people actually moving over there. And look at that. So the buildings are actually being rebuilt. So nothing to worry about there. That's great to see. Now, where is my next food train? Here. So this long thing, whenever it actually arrives, will be... Wait a second. Did I actually not upgrade those yet? Oh, is it maybe because I'm already at max frequency anyways for this? Let me see. Grain. 188, 152. I'm pretty sure that's not the max frequency. I mean, 188 is pretty good, but 200 is the max frequency, right? So, like, why? I don't quite get it. to be honest. Is this the longer route, the shorter route? Can we just see routes real quick? We've got grain Stapleford. Oh yeah, wait, I can actually see it through the actual names. So I have got grain Blackburn, I've got grain Stapleford. So grain Stapleford is the longer one back here, and grain Blackburn is this one. Now for Blackburn, I've got the slower one. Okay, yeah, and I guess Blackburn has the higher frequency already, doesn't it? 188. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think I still should upgrade that train, to be honest. And I do have the money now, so let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's hopefully that way get the frequency all the way up to 200 instead. That was a mistake. Can we stop that? Does that stop it? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so we want to get rid of that train. We want to get a PLM 220 in front of it, and definitely looking like it should be a bit faster that way. So, yeah. Cool. Cool, good stuff. Alright, so that should hopefully speed the thing up a bit. I'm still very much hoping for newer locomotives. As you guys may remember, you know, in the campaign we're already a bit further for, like, an actual time frame, and there's an even cooler locomotive which can do 100 kilometers an hour. That is, given that you get the right cards, which I guess will take a bit of time as well. But here we go. Train arriving will actually give us some money, and I do have a bunch left over still as well. So let's just get back into the one tool, and let's upgrade this thing right here too. And with that said, we are kind of done with that whole setup for Darlydale. Oh, we should hopefully get some people coming in. I can't see any passengers coming in yet. That's what I'm kind of concerned about, to be honest. Also, how many trams do we actually have for this? No, we do seem to have a bunch. We've got 10 people in here. I've actually got a tram arriving right here. That's only got one person in it. Let's see if that one person is going to exit here, because it maybe, you know, wants to go to Colburn, I think was the name of the other city, right? Let's see. You are going to stop, and the person actually leaves. Okay, cool. So I suppose that person is going to cross the street then and go... Can we actually see that? Let's see. Person goes, approaches the street. Whoa, a little bit of lag. She will even use the street crossing. I love that. That's so cool. Will you stop for her? Okay, I was kind of concerned there for a second, then she would get run over, but definitely stop for her. And now she's moving to the train station. Okay, so good stuff. So that does look like this huge construct that we've got going here will actually be working now. And, you know, things will hopefully start getting busy, and people will hopefully actually start moving over and actually getting on the trains, and, you know, we'll actually make some money from our passenger train as well. Let's look at this. Let's check this out. How many people will exit? Oh, that's a lot of them. That's a... Whoa! That's actually so cool. I love to see that. Okay, that's great. The only thing that I'm actually worrying about, yeah, and this is, I think, the case, I think we need some more trams, because looking at this, there's already a lot of people actually amassing that probably want to use a passenger train, and there's 16 over here, and one tram has got, like, space for 10, and I don't think we have that massive... New ship, by the way. I don't think we have that massive of a fleet for this route. Let me see. Darlydale tram. We've got 5. I think we should up it a bit. Let's go here to the tram depot. Let's buy. Which one did we have? I think we had this one, right? Yeah, this one's the electric one. I think let's buy another 3 just to ensure that we've actually got enough going around, especially with the passenger trains. Going back and forth now, I do think that we will see a lot more public traffic, and we will be able to use those additional trams. I think that's a good idea. Okay, with that said, oh, okay, no, I thought it was this, but like there is people waiting here now, which is great. 6, a whole 6. We have got the passenger train. It's already carrying 12 people. Okay, so that's great. So this should actually turn to profitability soon enough now. That's awesome to hear. This thing is running. How is our food factory doing? Our food factory is producing 200. It does need a bunch more to actually get upgraded, which it seems shipment is actually the major determining factor. And an issue seems to be here that, like, the thing just splits the food output 50-50 across, like, the Darlydale terminal and the Colburn terminal, which I think could be an issue, because I'm not sure this other food train is actually receiving... Okay, no, you are receiving enough. How are we doing for supplies? Doing pretty good over here. How much is Darlydale requiring now? Darlydale's actually requiring more than we're delivering, which is interesting. I think we should slowly start upgrading this train now. So I don't want to go all the way overboard with this. I'm just going to go for, like... I mean, the cars can only go 50 anyways, right? So I'm just going to go for a price G3. I think that's a solid pick. Also for, like, maintenance costs and everything, not too expensive. So we're going to go for a price G3, and I'm just going to add, like, 4 box cars. Oh, wait, I'm out of money. Huh. Interesting. Oh, let's just speed up time for a second, get something delivered, so that we can actually do that upgrade. I think we'll do that, even if we over-deliver a little bit. Ah, seriously? I just spent money instead of actually making it. Okay, I'm just going to stay in the screen for a second so we actually have people... Ooh. Look at that, there's so many people waiting now. I'll actually have to see if I need to expand the passenger train now. Interesting, very interesting. Where's the other food train at? That's going to take a little bit. Where's the other wood train at? That's going to deliver soon. Okay, so the reason that I want to actually now go for an upgrade on this train is, even if we maybe, you know, end up over-delivering, and there we go, even if we may end up over-delivering, I want to start actually delivering all the stuff that we're producing here, so that we can actually get the food processing plant to the next level, and even go to, like, 300 production. And if we get there, that means that I can then finally get another train going, like, somewhere down here, maybe, you know, attached to Farm 4 or something right here, and get that going all the way up there as well, and make a lot more money on top doing that. So I think that would be very desirable, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for right there. So yeah, just so you guys get the idea right there. Other than that, I think we can just kind of sort of maybe look at modernizing our fleet a little bit too, if we want to spend the money on that, if we even need to, you know, just kind of go across. And I think I'm just going to do that real quick now. Just going to go across all these vehicles and see what stuff actually needs upgrades. So we've got food Colburn, right? And for food Colburn we need 71. I am wondering what our frequency in that stuff is. We have got food Colburn. Got a frequency of 59. I think we need more like 71, so maybe something where we want to slightly upgrade as well, if and only if we can actually get enough food provided for that delivery line. I'm actually not sure about that right now. Look at that. It's very little food, actually. Oh no, wait, that's Colburn and that's Darlydale. Oh, I actually mixed up the two. Okay, wait. Stop. Halt. I actually mixed up the two. I never knew. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. So as you guys know, this actually goes uphill very, very steeply. So upgrading the locomotive on this one, definitely a must. We're definitely still using a price G3. We are going to use a PLM 220 instead there then. And I am in turn also going to upgrade the capacity with another 3 boxcars, I think. That should raise the frequency considerably, and definitely to a point where... Oh no, actually not. Okay, so let's get one more boxcar on this train then. That should be enough. Fingers crossed. I don't want to overdo it, like, incredibly, but, you know, if we've already got so much food stored right here, we definitely need to up that to you know, get to the shipment goal. 71. Spot on. Perfect. Okay. So that's very good. Now, food Darlydale we just looked at. What else do we have? Let me get this back to speed. We've got the fuel line Darlydale, which should be good. Should be good. Oil Colburn. Rate 400 pretty much. I think that is as much as we're getting out of this, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so that's good. We don't need to make any adjustments to that, I don't think. We've got oil fuel line Badal. 115 rate, 146. We've got a production of 217. Okay, so like we could do upgrades to that. I'm just not sure. It doesn't look like the train is going particularly fast or something, but maybe we can add like a few carts to this one just to, you know, use its tugging capacity a bit more. Oil, fuel, Badal, 165. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that for the time being, but we're definitely going to need to make future adjustments to that. Passengers. Oh yeah, this one is... Oh! Full. Crazy. Where are you at? You are right here. How many passengers do we still have left? Over 12. Holy moly, that's actually crazy. So we are transporting a lot of passengers. I am going to get another 2 compartment cars here then to up the passenger capacity on this and, you know, hopefully be able to transport all the people that want to go on the train. Okay. What else do we have? Do we have anything else? We've got tools Basingstoke. Which, wow, very bad condition. Okay. Where's that at? That's here, isn't it? Is it? No, wait, that's actually down there. I remember. Okay. Are we transporting all the tools we're making? Shipment 93 out of 200. So we're definitely not shipping everything. But it may be due to demand? Not quite. Not quite, honestly. We could be going a bit harder on that one. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got these things, which are all very bad. We could definitely add a few more horse carriages, but let's see if we have any different... I think I never went with these things down here because the emissions are just bigger, aren't they? But, then again, we get 25% more capacity for definitely less than 25% more emissions at a higher speed as well. So I think that may actually make sense if we want to up the frequency of transportation to actually go for this. Even if we are getting more emissions out that way, we are also, you know, not having to buy even more horse carriages. So technically, I think this is a good idea. Let's do that. So, doing that then, 11 million, holy moly, we're actually moving fast here. So let me get this back down to standard speed. We've got a lot of money that we can spend on things now, so I think that is fine. We've got the tram in Colburn, which, actually good question if we need to upgrade that as well. Let me actually check that out. And then we've got the whole wood stuff, and then like, I can probably check out public transport and Basingstoke and everything as well. So, first things first though. Whoa, a little bit of lag right there. I am not sure we're actually covering. Are we actually covering everything with this? It looks like it. Okay. We're covering all of Colburn with that, which is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that would be the case. But we are covering all of Colburn. There's a lot of people over here at Colburn. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're all waiting for the... Oh, look at this. This is so cool, though. Like, just look at that. Seeing all the people wait... out there individually, you know, the tram carrying people over there, picking passengers up in return. There's still a lot of people waiting though. Let's see, how many... Where do we have another tram? There's one right there. There's one right there. We only have 3 trams here? Okay, let's get another 2, honestly. I think we can't... oh, wrong thing. I think we can't be cheaping out on that stuff too much, because that's what will limit our passenger train in the very end as well. So, gonna buy another 2. Gonna be assigning that to Tram Colburn. There we go. And that should hopefully help us out with that stuff too. And look at this, there's so many people here. Is that train now able to carry all the passengers? He's just arriving now, okay. We've got 49 passengers this time. We've got a capacity of 88, so we should be good on that side of things for the time being. That's great to hear. How are we doing on profitability for this line? I'm really, really wondering. How much money can we make from passenger transport? That's pretty decent. That's pretty good. Okay. It's not as much money, but I mean, let's see how much we make on delivery. It may just be because it's like still a very new line and we have made a lot of losses. And look at that, we're ticking over to 1900 and oh my god, there's so many more things. We've got an A35, we've got a 6-wheel, it can go 100 kilometers an hour, we've got a new ship, we've got a new gondola, flat cars with side 6, box cars, tank cars, all the things. Holy moly, that's a lot of new stuff. getting really excited for that, not gonna lie. There's gonna be a lot of more money spent on upgrades there, I think, before we can go expand a bit further. So yeah, we're not making that massive amount of money, but it's fine. It does get us a good bunch of money. And the thing is, as these cities keep expanding, we're gonna make that train longer and longer, and we'll actually get a lot of money out of that eventually. I do very much think that will be the case. We've got Badal up there, which I really wanted to deliver some fuel to. I think we can look at that very soon, but for the time being, Basingstoke. Looking good for public transport. Okay, so that's great to see. That's definitely good. I would like to eventually get a passenger line like going from here to there as well. I think that should be on the list. Broadstairs, St. Peter's, still the small little town it ever was, because we're not getting any of the resources in that it would need. And it's like, very hard to get those going as well. I do want to do it eventually, but I don't think it's the top of my priority list. I think Badal, though, I would really like to get some fuel transport going to. And eventually, you know, we can probably get like some passenger transport going to that as well. Maybe even with the second stop, you know, having a train go Colburn, Badal, Evesham, and then back. You know, I think that could be pretty cool. So what I do want to do already here, I think, is setting up a train station. I am going to get rid of this road right here. And I should have actually not done that. That's a bit annoying for like road alignment and everything now, I think. So what I will then want to do, one way or another though, is I will get up a train station right here already, which we are going to be making a passenger station, but you know, we can make it passenger and cargo. I think that will be the choice. I'll have both of these things on the same side, and I'm just gonna build it like all the way out here even, maybe even a bit further. Let's just build it all the way out there. Alright, and then we will go to configuration. We will be making... Let's actually make it big. I think Evesham, we can maybe go for a bit smaller one of a building. This one, I think this city is going to get boosted quite a lot by the fuel delivery though. So I think we can honestly go to make it a big train station as well. So let's do that. Gonna get rid of these smaller buildings right here then. I'm gonna get some more large main buildings in. I should have actually made the train station longer. Kind of annoyed about that, not gonna lie. But we can just fix that here real quick, just like that. I think that length is very, very decent. I'm gonna get a bunch more tracks as well then, and I will. I think I'll have like a cargo building space up here. So we will maybe we can actually start with something like that, you know. Then we can start with like a medium-sized building that we then have flow over into the large one, and then, you know, finish it off with another medium one. I think that's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, I think that's something we can work with, and then we can just have like a large main building cut off right here, have another large main building right there, and that's kind of my idea for that whole train station. Then we'll obviously need like some new streets and everything for that, and we'll be delivering fuel, and we will be delivering passengers as well, and hopefully we will be boosting Badal quite a lot doing that. But with that said, guys, for the time being, I think this was it for this episode of Transport Fever 2 Freeplay. We're making so much money by now, it's absolutely insane. I do hope that you guys did enjoy this episode. Let's have a quick look at our headquarters if anything is changing. Doesn't look like it. But with that said, guys, as I said, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Definitely a lot of exciting stuff to look out for in the next one, with all the new trains and ships and everything to look at and upgrades to be making, attaching Badal to the whole network, you know, getting some more resources into the whole chain, hopefully, and, well, making even more money. So with that said, guys, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That always very much helps out the channel. And if you're new around here and enjoy this episode and would like to stay around for more of my content, also definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the bell icon right next to it. And with that said, guys, as always, I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.